Damn it. Yeah, I'm going to try and regroup. Then we moved on to a steel cage singles match. The rematch, the Southside Creep, a world title contender, versus Jesse the Light Cameron. And Creep got a cheap win last week. And, you know, the Light, he was injured. He wasn't at the top of his game, so he challenged him to another match. And how's this one end?
And, well, Jesse gets a convincing and easy victory in this match. And then he collects the bounty on the Southside Creep.
What? Wait, what does that mean?
I have no fucking idea what that means.
Well, the Sledge, Michael Gapin, was out there with him, and I'm scared for the triple threat, because if the Sledge actually signs an RCW contract, this is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the tag team ranks.
No question about that. And
it'll be almost sort of like the Big Boss Man and Akeem, except it wouldn't suck.
Okay, I can feel that. I can definitely feel that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that bounty collected means Creep's gone.
No way.
Yes.
That's no.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. We'll try and figure out later in the show, but the more important thing, after the Light escapes from the cage, what does he do? He pulls out a piece of paper and tapes it to the Creep's chest. And it has Biggs Tomsini's name written on it. What does this mean?
Well, Chuck Murphy said it himself. That papers has Biggs Tomsini written on it. And I think it means that he's gunning for some singles gold in the RCW Outlaw title.
Is Biggs going to have to worry about the Light and getting his bounty collected in the form of the Outlaw title?
Well, unless Jesse's going to join the Axis of Anarchy, which I don't see happening, Biggs has a bounty on him. That is, if he makes it and retains the Outlaw title.
We'll cover that in a little bit here. Then we see Flip and Schizophrenia. There's been a little bit of a feud here going on, and apparently Flip gets committed, and Schizophrenia put him in the madhouse.
And how the hell does that work?
An institution.
If anybody deserves to be in an institution, it's that sick motherfucker, Schizophrenia. There's no question about that. How can he not be committed?
I don't know. I mean, perhaps this side of his personality, you know, well, maybe the voice has told him to be like, hey, why don't you try and act normal for a little bit, try to play it cool. And he managed to do it long enough, his flip was taken away. So
unbelievable.
Yeah. And then this one was a long time coming. It was in the books. James the Fire Blaze versus his former tutor, Machiavelli Tomsini. James Blaze, when he first joined the RCW, decides to join ranks with the Axis of Anarchy, get his feet wet. Machiavelli gives him a chance, and then how does James repay him? By turning on the Axis.
And joining the uncensored champion Rory Blaze.
Blaze of Glory.
And how we didn't see that coming months in advance is beyond me.
I don't know, but the table singles match, Machiavelli wins in convincing fashion, driving him through the table, going through the air to do so. So Archetype of Violence not afraid to get aerial on us.
Which is something kind of surprising. He's one of the bigger competitors.
6'5",
I mean,
280 pounds.
He's no genetic freak.
No. I mean, well, if Jason Toombs can do it, why couldn't Machiavelli?
Very, very true.
So Blaze is going to be pulling splinters out of his ass for at least a week. Ambitions as a rider by Tupac plays through the arena, and Machiavelli Tomsini celebrates a win. Then another Axis of Anarchy member, Justin St. Clair. We had some concerns about this match.
Well, I think he proved us wrong in this match.
Yeah, so I mean, can we officially say that after facing Jake Slade, Justin St. Clair is straight?
I've been saying that for weeks.
I know, but I was never convinced. We've never heard it from himself. He's never really denied the fact, has he?
Yes, he has, actually. But, I mean, some closet homosexuals deny it.
Exactly.
So, even then, the word might not be enough. It was enough for me.
But, I mean, you know, now, a person like myself, I think I can accept that Justin St. Clair is not gay. And, you know, Jake Slade boner and all, he couldn't get the win. And why was that?
Twice nightly.
Son of a bitch.
Interfered in this match and basically mauled Jake Slade with a chair.
Yeah, rolled out from under the ring. 3 consecutive chair shots.
To the head, which it's debatable which one that is.
Which head did he go for?
He might have.
Well, honestly, I hope he went for the skull because I don't think he would have felt it if he hit him down below. Aren't hard, man. That would have just ricocheted off of the shaft there, and just took out twice nightly.
Oh, I'm really not sure, but I'm gonna lean toward the second one.
Really?
Because after it was over, that chair was bent.
Oh.
So he was slid under the ring. Slade's lying there on the floor, still iron hard, and the referee counts him out.
He must have been on his side, because you'd think that if he was laying on his back, the count would have been broken because, he's clearly erect.
Well, I believe he was outside the ring, so it doesn't matter if he's...
Yeah, he was lying on the floor.
If he's
Good point.
standing with his entire body or just standing... At attention.
Yeah. So, Justin St. Clair gets a cheap win, almost. That's what it is. And I wasn't happy about it.
But honestly, I still think a win is a win, and it's not like Justin St. Clair said, "Hey, twice, can you come hit this guy in the dick with a chair so I can win?"
Well, we don't know.
He had really had no control over that at all. So, and I still think it's a big win for Justin St. Clair over somebody who's arguably the newcomer of the month in RCW.
Over Justin Light.
I said arguably.
Oh. Okay.
Not officially
Gotcha. Okay.
or...
Gotcha.
I personally think the Golden Scorpion is the newcomer of the month.
Well, that's your opinion, and you can...
He didn't lose like Jake Slade.
That's an excellent point.
Jesse the Light Camberton.
Scorpion isn't...
He's 5-0, and he's the #1 contender for the television title.
Mr. Information over here. So then, Big Tom Senior was probably paying close attention to this next match. The genetic freak, John Van Buren, defeats the Psycho Prince of Darkness, McCullough. Alright, yeah, it was a short match. Psycho, he had no business being out there. It wasn't fair. He was set on fire last week, fighting with like 3rd-degree burns. How was he expected to win?
He wasn't, and this is arguably the biggest match out of the 3 matches they faced each other, just because
now you get
contendership is on the line. So now Genetic looking to win the Outlaw title for the 2nd time and further cement his legacy as arguably the greatest Outlaw champion ever.
It's true. But honestly, the luck had to run out for McCullough somewhere. The guy gives up 300 pounds, almost 300 pounds to Mr. Van Buren, and, he was lucky to get him in the casket the first time. So, this is just a sick plan that Genetic has had, and it's working perfectly. And him and Van Short, I hear wedding bells.
As long as he can defeat Biggs.
That shouldn't be hard.
I don't know. We'll get to that later.
That's true. Biggs,
we'll talk about that later in the show.
Biggs on a little bit of a roll. So, hardcore singles match, 40 motherfucking ounce, the loose cannon, did his homework against the Pie Man twice nightly. And, I think that twice nightly perhaps put out so much energy trying to knock down the boner of Jake Slade that he was just winded for this match. Could he have competed? Was he at full strength competing in this match?
Well, I don't think...
not to take anything away from 40.
I don't think that he was, but twice nightly, even not at 100%, is still someone that can beat a lot of people in RCW. 40 ounce, obviously not one of them. He hit the drive-by, and it was over.
It was over.
And it looks like 40 ounce might have been deserving of that world title shot at Fair that he was taking, that was taken away from him.
Easily, but
definitely the biggest win of 40 ounce's RCW career, no question about that.
Hands down. So huge week for 40 ounce, and hopefully that will translate into a world title shot, and we'll speak to Rory Blaze about that, whether he will grant it this time. So then, we mentioned it, Biggs Tomsini, hardcore triple threat match for the RCW Outlaw title against Prodigy, and Dominic Straight Mackin Johnson. And Biggs Tomsini was like an Oreo in this match. But the cream is always the best part, and the cream always rises to the top. Biggs Tomsini keeps his Outlaw title.
Spike Driver on Prodigy, and Biggs ended the RCW career of Straight Mackin.
Really?
Yes, he
no
did.
No shit.
Straight Mackin is gone from Renegade Championship
He's riding
Wrestling.
Out of here?
He obviously didn't have the ace up the sleeve that we thought he did.
I had a lot of hope for Straight Mackin. And, well, that's the way it goes. But Prodigy goes down 1, 2, 3. Still RCW Outlaw Champion, Biggs Tomsini. And this guy, he's starting to earn my respect again.
Yeah, I would say so. He really hasn't gone up against some tough competition recently, so we'll have to see what he can do.